Welcome back to 5 Things. This is the show where I talk about 5 of my favorite things. And today, I am talking about my 5 favorite characters from the board game Unmatched. This is a restoration of the classic game Star Wars Epic Duels, which is one of the games that got me into the hobby. This game takes the spirit of Epic Duels, but takes it out of the Star Wars universe and throws in a ton of characters pulled from all facets of pop culture and literature, fairy tales, and let you battle them out in tactical arenas inspired by those characters. And of course, every character itself is very unique in the way that it interacts with the board, the way its deck of cards play out, and in the things that it can do. So, without further ado, let's talk about my 5 favorite Unmatched characters.
5.
Sherlock Holmes from the Cobble and Fog expansion. It seems kind of weird to pit a character like Sherlock Holmes up against characters like Dracula, but Sherlock Holmes is a great detective, and that shines through in his deck. A lot of his cards have you trying to deduce what the opponent is going to be playing, and that is super cool. You can literally try to get into your opponent's head and guess what they're going to play, and if you do, you get a bunch of different bonuses. And of course, don't forget that Holmes and Watson are established fighters. Holmes is a boxer and Watson has his trusty pistol, which can actually do a lot of damage in the right situation. It makes Sherlock Holmes completely unique and super fun to play.
4.
King Arthur from Battle of Legends Volume 1. King Arthur was the first character that I ever played in Unmatched from the very first set that originally released. And this is the character that made me fall in love with the game. I was immediately captivated by the absolutely gorgeous artwork that was contained in King Arthur's cards, and to this day I think it still is some of the best artwork in the game. And the great thing about King Arthur is a lot of his cards refer to things like the Holy Grail and Excalibur, and he can do a lot of damage. King Arthur is the only character that can actually boost a lot of his attack cards by playing a second card and increasing the damage he's done. So King Arthur can just come out swinging. He can go toe-to-toe with some of the bigger characters like Bigfoot. That is why King Arthur is my number 4 pick. I think he's a great introduction into Unmatched.
3.
Beowulf from the Little Red Riding Hood and Beowulf expansion. This is another character that is pulled from literature. Beowulf was one of the earliest epic poems ever written, and I wanted to see if this version of Beowulf felt like the version of Beowulf that's contained in that epic story, and I was not disappointed. His deck is dripping with theme, like a lot of the decks are. You're going to find a lot of references within his cards to the story of Beowulf and Grendel, and you're going to really get that thematic vibe from playing Beowulf no matter who you're playing against. So that is Beowulf, my number 3.
2.
Raptors from the Jurassic Park Raptors vs. InGen expansion. And this is almost a no-brainer. Jurassic Park is a fantastic movie, and when they announced that they were coming out with a set of Jurassic Park Unmatched expansions, I lost my mind. Everyone my age has iconic memories of that scene where the raptors are pack hunting when they're moving through the kitchen, and I don't care if that's not historically accurate. That is the version of a velociraptor that is ingrained in my mind, and that is the version of the velociraptor that has been captured here in this Unmatched expansion. You're not just getting one velociraptor, you're getting 3, and these raptors are going to hunt in packs. In fact, their powers and their cards get stronger and better as they move in and corner their prey. So you can come up with some really cool surprise attacks with raptors just literally leaping across the board to catch their prey. It's super thematic, it's super fun, and they can just be devastating when you pull off exactly the right trap and all of your raptors pounce. Your opponent is in real trouble.
1.
The Invisible Man from the Cobble and Fog expansion. Yes, that is 2 characters that I chose from that expansion. It is my favorite expansion to date, features some of my favorite characters. When I saw the Invisible Man's deck of cards, I thought, man, how are they going to make the Invisible Man cool? You've got characters like Dracula that are inherently cool, but the Invisible Man, his power is just to turn invisible. Yet they took that power and they made it one of the coolest moments that I've had in Unmatched. Because right when you think that you've got the Invisible Man trapped, he's gone, just poof. and then he'll pop up somewhere else. It is almost impossible to track where the Invisible Man is going or where he's going to appear, and his deck is full of combat tricks that play with that idea of invisibility. I was completely wowed when I saw the Invisible Man come out onto the battlefield the first time that I played Cobble and Fog. Now those are my top 5 Unmatched characters. Now there's always new Unmatched expansions. We have Marvel sets coming around the corner, and I'm such a big fan of Marvel, I could probably do a video just on my 5 favorite Unmatched Marvel characters once that series comes out. So if you haven't jumped into Unmatched by this point in the video, you probably want to try out the Raptors and the Invisible Man. I don't blame you. Go out, get those expansions. But thank you guys so much for watching 5 things today. Stick around for the next one, which will be coming soon, where we talk about 5 more of our favorite things. Have fun at the table and take care.
Congratulations, you got to the end of one of our videos. Now, if you want more practice, just click on the video over here. It's another video. You might not have seen it yet, so click on it. If you don't want to do that, at least click on the subscription button below. That always helps us. And if you want notifications, please ring that bell.